All right, so what's up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of JA News. So today is finally the day. We've waited almost 3 years for this. So back in 2020, Adidas officially announced that they would be partnering with Fear of God. And although the vision may not be the same as when it was first announced, today is officially the day as Fear of God Athletics unveils their official campaign. So for today's show, we're going to be covering all of the details as well as the latest and greatest in sneaker news and updates. Stay tuned. It's coming right up next. All right, so I appreciate y'all. Salute to everybody for tuning in. Now, before we get started on today's show, I just need y'all to do me a small, tiny little favor. Make sure you guys smash the like button down below for the only daily sneaker news show here on YouTube. Now, to kick things off, of course, yesterday we covered how Ye popped out and surprised everybody with the very first live performance of his new single, Vultures. He was accompanied by Lil Durk, Ty Dolla $ign, as well as Bump J at some club in Dubai. Now, when this record officially dropped via streaming platforms, there was a little confusion amongst fans as we had two versions, one with Durk, the other without. And as I speculated, we may have some internal conflict. Possibly the record label could be trying to block the feature. And it looks like we do have some confirmations of that with a report from TMZ that says Lil Durk's current label is trying to block a second feature. Now, Lil Durk is currently signed to Alamo Record, which according to the report from TMZ, their CEO, Todd Moskowitz, prohibited Durk from working on a second song that is set to appear on West's upcoming album. So it looks like we learned that Durk is possibly featured on another track, but his label is trying to block the feature reportedly. So how does Ye actually respond to all of this? Well, it looks like he's trying to buy Durk out of his current contract. Now, of course, Durk and Ye linked up for Donda 1. They were also featured on Cardi B's record, Hot Shit. So what do you guys think about their chemistry on record? For me personally, I'm really digging the whole Chicago connection. So we'll see how this whole situation plays out. Now, historically, the month of December has always been big as far as sneaker releases goes. You know, we always have the annual Jordan 11 release to look forward to. And also in recent years, Yeezy has also emerged with some great holiday releases. But as far as this year goes, the Grinch has definitely stole Christmas as we got a Shockdrop situation on our hands as the Kobe 6 Protro is set to drop today. Now, by the time of this recording, you guys should already know if you took a W or an L on this release, but it feels like most of the controversy surrounding this release is actually the exact time that these joints were gonna drop. But I really don't see what's the whole point in getting all worked up about the drop time and everything like that when we already know Nike is gonna give us a notification, right before these joints drop, just like they've been doing all year long. Remember, Nike is in it to actually sell sneakers, so you're gonna get the notification. No need to really stress about the exact drop time. So let me know how you guys did for the drop. Everybody and their mama is going to be going for these, while personally I'm just going to be sitting back and just monitoring and seeing how the whole release goes down. So let me know, are you guys grabbing these to wear on court? Are you grabbing these just to rock casually? Are you a Kobe fan who's just looking to grab these to maybe even display as a trophy piece? Or are you a reseller or scalper looking to grab these just so you can flip them to the next guy? So Joe Freshgoods and New Balance has revealed their latest collaboration. Now, previously, Joe Freshgoods, he gave us a little teaser of the black pair, but now we got a full look at all three sneakers, which completes the collection. Now, Joe Freshgoods, he's definitely made a name for himself with some of his more vibrant as well as pastel colored New Balance releases, but I feel like as of lately, he's been a lot more focused on his storytelling. He's been more in his monochromatic bag, as we saw with his last New Balance 650 release. So as far as the inspiration behind these three new colorways for the New Balance 990 V4, it's the 1998 film Belly, which you just had to be around when this joint came out. Not saying I was outside or nothing like that, but as a kid, I definitely remember this movie. Probably a film that I shouldn't have been watching at the time, but hey, that's how we were living back then. So you got the intro, you have Keisha Blue, as well as the outro. And what made this movie so crazy was it was directed by Hype Williams, probably one of the greatest music video directors of our time. So the visuals and cinematography for this film are absolutely crazy. So as far as the sneakers go, these feature a whole bunch of cool details. It looks like we got a suede mesh, as well as it appears that we got some patent leather on these joints as well. And each sneaker features some individual characteristics that make each individual pair stand out. Of course, you got the Joe Freshgood branding on these, and you got the 1998 font, which matches the same font of the film belly right on the back heel tab. So I feel like Joe Freshgoods, he did a great job on these. I'm having a hard time deciding on which pair I like the most. And I feel like when it comes to the vibe of these sneakers, this was the essence that the Terror Squad Air Force Ones were really trying to capture. And I feel like this is a great way to pay homage to hip hop, as well as a great time, 1998. So let me know if you guys are rocking with these. No official word on the release date, but I would expect these joints to be dropping sometime before this year's end, and I may have to check out at least one of these joints. All right, and it's finally the day. Can you imagine? We've waited almost 3 years for this. So back in 2020, Adidas originally announced that they would be partnering with Fear of God. Of course, there was a lot of excitement about this deal based off the history of Fear of God, and of course, at the time, Jerry Lorenzo had just got out of his sneaker deal with Nike, most likely due to creative differences. So by these two linking up, we were going to get Fear of God Athletics, a new line featuring clothing as well as sneakers, and Jerry would be taking the helm over at Adidas basketball. So many fans were excited to see what these two coming together could bring to the table. So fast forward to the next year, 2021, Jerry Lorenzo began creating the new Adidas Fear of God Athletics line, and he also brought Jason Maiden on board as the Fear of God Athletics president. Now, prior to this, Jason Maiden had spent over 13 years over at Nike, but it looks like in an interesting update, as of December of 22, according to his LinkedIn profile, Jason Maiden is no longer the president of Adidas Fear of God, leading many to speculate that there could possibly be some internal conflicts going on behind the scenes. So December of 22, Adidas officially unveils their new Remember the Why basketball collection, which had a very similar Fear of God aesthetic. And you guys remember, Adidas originally announced that Jerry Lorenzo would be the head at Adidas basketball, but it looks like he felt the need to address the campaign via social media, stating that he had nothing to do with this basketball collection and creatively had chose to go in a new direction with Adidas. So of course, with this new campaign having a very similar Fear of God aesthetic, and Jerry saying that he had nothing to do with the campaign, only added more fuel to the fire that there was possibly some internal conflict going on behind the scenes between Jerry Lorenzo and Adidas. So now it's December, almost officially 3 years since Adidas first officially announced the collaboration, and it's almost that time as we will officially be getting the very first products dropping this month. Now, out of everything that's leaked so far, we've seen many different models, some low tops, some basketball versions. We also saw Jerry preview and showcase some of these sneakers during the Fear of God runway show, which just went down this past summer. But I feel like for the first drops this summer, we're probably most likely gonna get the 86 low, which is Jerry's take on the classic Adidas rivalry. And I'm also expecting for us to get the 2, which is one of those basketball models. So we've seen a white and black version, as well as a white pair. This is the pair that we saw Jerry Lorenzo's kids unboxing. Out of all of the samples and leaks and everything that we've seen so far, I believe those will be the first 2 sneakers that we're gonna see drop for a retail version coming up this December. Now, it's already been confirmed the pricing is somewhat affordable, so I'm excited about that. I like the look of these sneakers, more so the basketball version over the 86, so I can't wait to see what we have in store for today. Now, it's currently 2 p.m. Of course, we just had the Kobe Shockdrop at the time of this recording. We have yet to get the official unveil of the campaign, but I guess we've been waiting 3 years, so I guess we can wait a couple of more hours. So if you guys are excited to check out the campaign, keep it locked at fearofgod.com for the official reveal. I can't wait to see what we will see today, and hopefully Jerry got a couple surprises in store for us. So let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for the Adidas Fear of God official reveal, or do you guys feel like they just waited a little bit too long and nobody cares about this? Remember, December will be the official first drop. I think they're going to start things off limited, and then come next year for 2024, we're going to see a lot bigger releases, probably more stock, and a lot of these items a lot more accessible to just the everyday average consumer. So let me know what you guys are most excited about. Which models are you checking for? Are you excited for the clothing items? Just drop all of your feedback down below. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to drop a thumbs up here on today's video. So we're gonna wrap things up right here. I'm JA. Make sure y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the official reaction as everything is unveiled. So make sure y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all. Love.